Hi, I'm Max Balegde. And I'm George Clarke. Oh shit, I can't remember his line. Anyway, I'm going to go back over here. TikTok wasn't working out for us, blah, blah, blah. Yes, let's just address the elephant in the room. George Clarke is not here. It's because he doesn't love me. He is evil. And instead of spending time with me, he chose to go to Sri Lanka. I mean, who even goes to Sri Lanka? That's very obscure. Is that rude to say? No, it's not rude to say. George has gone there and he's left me by myself. So he can get fucked as far as I'm concerned. Hope that wherever you are, George, you're having a dreadful time. Because I'm here having a lovely time. I've got 2 guests on this episode to make up for his absence. And I mean, yeah, they'll be coming on soon. But first, guys, right, I basically just wanted to use this opportunity where George isn't here to constantly interrupt me and make me feel really stupid to talk to you about my life, because I've just moved into a house and that's really exciting and it's very daunting because we walked into the house and it didn't have furniture and we were like, what the hell is going on? This is weird. Walk around. Turns out there's loads of weird stuff that we need to fix about the house. Also, right, maybe I'm going a bit mouth here. It doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck. This is my podcast and George is here to tell me off so he can get fucked. Oh my God. If you ever move house, first of all, prepare to cry several times because it is one of the worst experiences I've ever been through. We ordered a removal van. I've never done that before. I've never needed a van. I didn't know I had this much stuff. Do you know how embarrassing it is as a 24-year-old man with his 26-year-old homosexual lover to order a delivery van, and then when they get there, they're like, why do you have so many teddy bears? It's weird. I don't fucking know. I just do, and I vacuum packed them all. Oh my God, side note, vacuum packing things is well fun. It looks like the teddies are about to die, and the eyeballs start to like squirt out. It's just a bit crazy. But our delivery van backed out, really pissed me off. And I feel really weird. I'm like looking into the camera. Usually I look at George's blank stare as he's contemplating everything that I'm saying, but I'm just looking into the camera. Hi. And yeah, it was just the delivery man cancelled on us. I had to get this new guy. And on the way, this feels like fate, okay? Because on the way, I was telling him about what I do. He was just asking me. And I was like, what do you do? Like, this was his business, being a delivery man, a removal van guy. He had multiple vans. And then I was like, do you have any social media? What are you playing at? He had no social media, nothing. So then I set up an Instagram account for him, did a post for him. He didn't pay me or anything, obviously. I'm just a really good, nice person who gives out things for free because I'm a lovely person. And yeah, we got him to like 1,500 followers. And hopefully now he's going to have an amazing business. So if you ever doubt that I am a lovely person, watch that clip back and remember that I am incredible. Right. I'm going to leave that there because, quite frankly, I'm just in a room talking by myself and that's really weird. And I'm going to welcome 2 guests. Oh, let me just double check. Yeah, they've just got to the door now and they look like absolute shit. So, no better time to let them in. Right, and I've just been told that they're here. Right. Oh, come on in, boys. Come on in.
Oh, stop chasing it, Alpha. Oh. No, stop chasing it. Go back to your seat.
Elphaba, calm down, love. All right, she's in the audience.
Everyone?
She is
Hello.
not. I would like to
Hi.
clarify. Hello, Joe and George Bags.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm great. It's so nice to see you.
Does this work?
Yes, it does.
Thanks for my cup, by the way.
You're welcome. I thought, do you know what? It's true to form.
Really fitting, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Mine
it
fits
is.
with my grey hairs at the minute.
Yeah, it does. He's awful. And that
Oh,
hairline.
wait,
Anyway,
yours are all right. Let's have a look.
The hairline is because there's a lot of product masking the mouth.
Oh, okay.
In the morning, it's
okay.
yeah.
Well, I had a really bad haircut. And
no,
I know,
really?
really
No.
shocking information. And I posted a video. All that they did was it's not even a bad
no,
haircut.
it looked like you were bald though.
Right. Well,
it looked like you had a bald patch.
all
Have
the
you seen
comments
video?
were literally like, oh, but they didn't cut a bald patch into your hair, did they, Baldy, you fucking old man bald cunt? And I was like,
I don't think they said that.
well, no, they didn't exactly say that.
That sounds exactly like the Twitter I know.
Yep, we'll get on to that, darling. But I mean, I was just highly offended. Do I have the best hairline in the world? Absolutely not.
It's
but
strong.
It's
It's not.
It's
going
masked.
back.
It's withering. No, yours is very good.
Mine is.
Oh my God,
He's
yours is like
literally
Andrew's.
12 though. You're
Yeah.
like fresh out the womb.
I mean, 21 soon. So.
Grow a beard and then come for my hairline.
Oh.
Are we starting this?
Oh.
No, we're
not.
not.
No, we're not.
Right, so we're gonna try and keep it calm, please. I don't want you to fight. Have you ever physically fought each other? Can I just
I
ask?
threw him against the radiator once, and the radiator went through the wall.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Dad was a bit angry at that.
We used to have like wrestle offs when we were younger.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, but Joe, you'd like slam
But I'm
me to
6
the
years
ground.
older.
Yeah.
So.
So you'd be
And
like,
taller.
"Ah!"
Yeah.
And that lycra
I'm
got very
coming,
tight very quickly.
Who do you think would win? Because obviously you're taller, but you're very like muscular, strong.
But he's not like
Who do you think would
strong.
win?
Nah, probably Joe. Because he
I could just fall on him and he can't
but
move.
he doesn't fight. He does the... and then
Oh.
that hurts.
That seemed homophobic to me.
it
I'm sorry.
did.
He does that thing where he's like, "Oh, fuck me up the ass."
Max, what?
I've had
What?
a drink. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on.
What?
I don't know.
Fuck.
But
Oh,
yeah,
ciao,
I think,
anyways,
I,
so-
I think Misfits boxing match. That's what I think.
Me and Joe, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just not. It's not a fair.
We'd never
weight
fit in the same.
category.
Yeah.
You're more like.
Be nice.
I don't know.
Be nice.
Who are you? Like H?
Right.
And
who are
I'm
you?
more like who's in my
Stormzy.
height? Stormzy. You
Joe-
heard
Joe-
it here, right, kids? I'm fighting Stormzy.
I thought you were comparing yourself. I was like, yeah, Joe. He walks down the street and everyone's like, "Is that Stormzy?" All the time that happens.
That literally, yeah.
Yeah.
Where's our name tags? and stuff?
We don't give a fuck about you, so you've
Yeah.
not got one. I'm
Okay,
really sorry.
cool.
But
Thank
one
you.
thing that I
Computer says
do,
no, you
yeah,
know.
one thing that I do give a fuck about is the first challenge that we do here on this podcast, just to see, because as you know, this is a job interview.
Okay.
Yes.
The Useless Hotline is a very serious business.
I think I'm smashing it personally.
Well, I'll
you're smashing
see
something at
about
the
that.
minute.
Oh,
It's not this
oh,
podcast.
and we'll get onto that, darling. Come on in, love. No.
Oh,
First
God.
task, I want you two to just have a look in that cupboard behind me, and I want you to pour me a drink. That was really good.
Anything.
Yeah.
Can I have your cup? You
Yeah,
don't
you
know
can.
what it is.
No, I do know what it is. I'm gonna rate it like, and you also have to pour the same one for yourselves. But I just realised you've just poured one into your
Do you
cup,
want me to
so
neck
you have to
it?
down it. Yeah,
Oh, see, I was going to
unfortunately.
give you something minging, but then if we've got to drink
Yeah,
it
we all
too,
have to
then-
drink the same
for
thing.
the rest of the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, George.
Oh, all right, show
I've
off.
got acid reflux at the minute.
Yeah, no, I'd
I'd
be sick.
got in here.
I have Rennie's on tap.
I
You
don't
best
want the
believe.
job unless it's going.
Right, I'll give you my mug.
What
For
do
the audio listeners as well, Joe and George are currently facing the cupboard.
Do you want?
Yes, I am.
Are they blind?
They're audio listeners, so yeah, technically. How does a blind girl know what's in a jar? I don't know.
We should just be nice to ourselves and give ourselves like tequila rose or something.
You can mix and match.
Is it a whole glass?
Yeah, it's for the mug.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah,
Do you want some hooch?
I'll have some hooch. Maybe mix the hooch with summer.
With Gordon's.
Oh,
Have you got vodka?
I don't. I think.
The Gordon's gin makes me depressed, but
Yeah, I think that we used to have vodka, but I believe we're very cheap here.
What schnapps?
and then what?
Schnapps is alright. Schnapps is like.
Hooch, lemon hooch.
Why don't we have it with schnapps?
Yeah, whatever. Maybe a mixture of the two.
3.
3. Oh,
For the audio listeners, Joe just broke the schnapps.
For the audio listeners, you've now got tinnitus. Is that what it's called?
Yes, Joe.
Yeah.
What Danny's got.
tinters.
Danny's got it.
I don't know.
I didn't know that.
No, he doesn't.
Oh,
Our brother's dead.
Wait, what the fuck are we doing?
Right, so
Pour it
everyone
in.
glasses.
right, yeah. For the audio listeners,
For the audio
Joe is
listeners,
taking
I'm
charge.
picking up for the audio listeners, I'm picking up a bottle of Gordon's gin. Right.
Oh god.
Alright.
Oh,
Fucking hell.
I've got to go to an important
I've got a
meeting
meeting
after
at
this.
half as well.
I'm
You
gonna
got
be
ice?
steaming. No, we don't have ice. I hope you like a lukewarm beverage.
I was about to make the worst.
Oh no.
Can we do it halfway?
What is that?
No, you need mixer.
Why is it blue?
You need mixer.
Why is that
Oh, wait.
blue?
Weatherspoon.
Wait, what is this?
I don't know.
Snaps. This is the mixer.
Why is that blue?
It's schnapps!
George, when he goes to
Still a
Switzerland
black.
tomorrow.
Schnapps! Ich bin Schnaps!
We have to tell that
Yeah,
story.
we do.
Ich bin Tomat. Ich bin Schnaps.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we won't. Where were you that
I'm
night,
not
Joe?
going to lie, this is a feral drink. For the audio listeners at home, I'm about to kill the host of this podcast. There you go.
Thank you.
That is disgusting.
Thank you.
Right, for the audio listeners, I'm fingering my drink.
Yeah, for the audio listeners, this is blue. I don't know what the fuck we're drinking right now, but I'm very scared.
Ow! Ow! I just got my finger caught in the
Actually-
you got HR?
Right, so guys, we don't really know each other very. I mean, this is the first time that we've formally met, isn't
Who
it?
the fuck are you?
Yeah. I don't know
No,
who this man
No,
is.
so I would just like to know, how did you guys meet?
See, it was October. It was October 22nd.
Do you remember when he was born?
2002. Yeah.
Were you there?
You were born in 2002.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be
And,
sick.
I
Did
remember.
you see Mum's hole go?
No, I remember. Well, that was disgusting.
Just say, how do people give birth?
Nan dropped me. We went to hospital, and then you were in the car, and I remember sitting there looking at you, thinking,
You little fucker.
I remember thinking, fuck me, his hairline shit.
And how the tables have turned.
Yeah, that's the day we met.
Oh, I remember when my little sister was born, I woke up and I was so confused because my granddad was topless at the end of my bed. We just had a right old go on each other. No, I'm joking.
Oh my
I'm joking.
God, Max, that is fucking
Real
outrageous.
Housewives of Salt Lake City.
No, I'm joking. No,
That's fucking
it would,
outrageous.
because my mum had to go into labour and go to the hospital, my granddad came to watch me. Again,
Oh!
I was a child. Right? Shut up.
My got a register or?
No, he's a very respected man. He basically, yeah, so I was like, why is my granddad here? And then I went and my little sister shit on me. She did her first shit on me. So,
Oh,
as a
I'm with
baby.
you, yeah.
Not part of like the weirdness. Anyway, let's move on.
What a very wholesome, lovely story.
Yeah, oh my god, it's so cute.
I'm lost.
So I know you both, I'd say, quite well.
Yeah.
We've spent a lot of time with each other, really,
we've
haven't
actually
we?
been on a lot
Probably
of holidays.
more than I've
Yeah.
spent with exes, to be fair.
Yeah, literally same.
Yeah.
I feel like we've got like really close. I very much like. I'd say out of like social media world, you are definitely two of my favorite people.
I would class you as a friend.
I would.
if
I
that's
know.
what
Like,
you were trying to
oh my
get
god,
to.
should we, is this crazy? Exclusive. We are.
Yeah,
friends.
I would class you as a close friend.
Me too. Oh my god. This is crazy. But I don't really know much about what you guys did before social media. What did you do?
Well, I used to clean cars.
He barely had a job.
So, no, basically-
how old were you though?
So I
12.
started. Can you let me fucking speak?
Now you know what it's like for the guests on our podcast.
Anyway, when I first started my job, I was 16, and it started as like a Saturday boy thing, cleaning cars and stuff. And then when I went to college, started doing it more and more. And then I left college and I actually did it full time. And that's all I really did, like clean cars. So coming in something like this was completely different. For
Yeah.
me. But obviously, like I wouldn't change it for the world.
Mm.
But that's also where why I love cars so much.
Yeah.
Gay.
He's crazy like that.
Joe, yeah, yours is a bit more exciting than mine. Joe's been a bit.
Do you want me to go from the
Sandwich
jobs,
shop.
the jobs at the bottom of my CV all the way up?
Yeah.
do it.
Do you know what? Yeah. Why not?
Okay, when I was like 14, I canvassed for a boutique shop owned by this sassy lady called Sandra called Chardonnay on our local high street.
Right. Wait.
It closed
What
down.
does canvas mean?
I was handing out leaflets through like
That's
letterboxes.
such a posh
Yeah.
word for it. You're a paper boy, right? And I canvas.
I did my paper out.
Yeah.
Then I worked in a sandwich shop, making sandwiches part time. Then I worked in a pub as a waiter. Then what did I do? Then I worked as an estate agent.
No, but
Then I went back to the pub.
Yeah, manager at the
saved
pub.
up, managed the pub to go
Oh.
to Australia traveling. Then I basically had this job where I used to. Sorry, because some of us worked before we did this. And then I used to walk around with like signs on my back, like selling pies and
In
stuff.
Australia, though?
Yeah. Then
Yeah.
I worked in a coffee van serving indigenous tribes at charity days. Then I sold a digital market network around Australia. Then I came back. Then I worked in the hotel again. Then I worked in lettings, and then I worked in recruitment. And I used to send people to power plants all over the world. And then I started
This
doing
man's
this.
CV's a slag.
What the?
And then I started to do this, and now I'm Kris Jenner of the Bags family, and that's my job.
Wow. What the big fat fuck?
I know.
That is so many jobs. Were you just shit at all those jobs there?
Pretty much. He just-
I fully kept jobs because you know that hire where they're like, he brings the personality. Like there was no skill. Like absolutely no skill.
When Joe used to sell houses and do lettings, his favourite thing to do was turn up to a letting 2 hours before, like, wasn't it? 2 hours before, you'd walk around the house, he'd have a shit in the house.
Oh, no,
he'd do
I'd eat
so
food
much
out
stuff,
the cupboards,
eat
I'd have a
food up,
shit.
And then he'd just welcome in, hello, this is a beautiful
So what I'd
five-bedroom
do is
property.
I'd book in the calendar that there was like 2 viewings at that house, but there was only 1. So I'd make up a fake record, like Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I'd turn up, I'd eat stuff out the cupboard, take a shit.
It sounds illegal.
Like,
sounds very illegal.
I'd like sit on their sofa looking through like some photo
I think that's
albums,
called
like-
trespassing. I don't know if.
And then when I'd sell it, they'd be like, "Oh my god, you knew so much about us." And I'd be like, "Yeah,
Sounds very legal.
wow.
yeah."
He's like, I just went to the family events. I went to the grandma's house. I just went around.
Yeah.
That is wild.
Like,
I mean,
he used to text me, and I'd be like, "Oh, how's your day been?" He'd be like, "Yeah, sweet. Been at this house 2 hours. Viewings an hour. Already had a shit. Had some of their food. Like, it was absolutely
Before
wild.
TikTok was a thing, though, I used to make videos in people's houses and then just send them to my mates.
oh,
so
no.
like, I'd tour their house and take the piss like an estate agent before TikTok was a thing.
Joe sent me a picture once of him down a corridor with his phone at the end, having a shit with the door open, and he was like, "Work's going good. I swear to you, it's on my old phone. It's on my old number." And that's what he used
never put that out there.
That's what he used to do.
oh
Yeah.
my god,
He
that
got
is
paid a yearly
incredible.
salary.
And
for
I
that.
cannot. I'm not gonna lie to you and everyone at home. I don't think I sold a fucking house that whole time.
Not one.
I did it for like 2 years, all in all, and I never sold a house.
No,
Oh.
it was it as well. When you left, they were like, "Such a shame to see you leave." But as soon as you walked out
Oh
the door,
my
they were like,
God.
"Thanks."
Yeah.
For that.
They were like, every house that he sold somehow smelt like shit. Like, what's that all
I had a
about?
couple of close calls where the people would turn up early and
Yeah.
I'd shit.
I'm
Like, it
not
was bad.
surprised.
Yeah,
Can
yeah.
I top it up with some lemonade?
Yeah. Do we have that? I don't think we do.
Yeah.
I won't tell
bin
you when I think we opened that lemonade, but I
We're
just
not
wanted to
having
try
any
it.
of that, George.
No, the lemonade's not open. It's new.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, go for it. Oh, look at that fizz. Yeah, it's fresh. Fresh. Well, fresh, that. Really
Oh
good.
my god, I'm so sorry. I
It's
don't even know
alright.
what came up then.
Does anyone
So
want some of this?
I'll have a little,
I'm fine. I'm just gonna cope with my blue swamp juice.
tiny little.
I'll be alright.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
alright. Thank you. Thank you.
No jokes. I've
So you.
make it back.
George, that's not even that much. I know when a drink's alcoholic. Trust me.
Oh god,
Like
this
that.
drink is fucking horrible, isn't it?
Fucking pongy, innit?
So what were you both like in school? Like what like subjects did you like, and were you well behaved in school?
What were you like?
Can I guess first?
Yeah, go on.
I feel like George was well behaved. I'm getting that vibe. I'm getting like a not overly well behaved, but I can't imagine you having like a full on outburst. Whereas I can fully imagine Joe arguing with the teacher and having a really bad like
Completely
reputation.
opposite.
Really?
Yeah.
To a degree, sixth form I changed.
Okay, but
Sixth form, I twatted that.
no,
one
but
in the face.
basically, Joe really academic.
Can you let me? Sorry, do your story.
Oh, okay. My story, I'm thick as shit. No, like I can't believe I got away with the amount of stuff I did in school. I never got like an after school, but I used to do stuff.
Didn't you? In drama.
That was film studies.
Did you just say finger someone? I couldn't even see, but I'm guessing from the amount of time that it took.
But basically, I got away with a lot of stuff. Like I used to
Wow.
I used to like get mum to pick me up all the time and stuff like that. Like, oh, I feel sicky and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, and then
You failed PE.
I failed PE. The only thing I failed was PE.
What?
Which is so.
Oh, but didn't you have to do like written stuff for PE? Though?
yeah, and our teacher just used to come in, put on an Anthony Joshua documentary, go have a wank probably, come back, and that was it. But yeah, so I got like 4s in most things. I got like a B in business,
Oh.
but again, I was like this.
I got an A in anal. Oh my god.
I got a C in serving cups.
Yeah, I got away with so much at school, to be fair.
Yeah.
And every parents' evening was a bit too chatty. Like, we're worried he's not going to get the grade. So like, to my geography
Don't know
teacher.
where they got that from.
To my geography teacher, guess who got a 4?
Get fucked. Yeah.
And his hairline was shit.
Oh, stop it with the hairline. Because one day it's going to bite you. Someone's going to find this clip and send it to you.
Are they?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. What about you then, Joe?
So when I was at school,
He just kept on serving cunts.
yes, from year 7 to 9, I was basically like bit of a nerd. Like used to be a student librarian.
Bit
used to
of a nerd?
Love the library. I did really well at school. Like I did my GCSEs a year early, and then I
Yeah.
Wait, what?
a year
Yeah.
early.
Wait. Rewind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Clever.
year is this?
Year 10.
Wait, so you did all of them?
I did the majority of the ones where you could do the modules a year before.
Yeah.
I got like 8 A's, 3 B's.
Grow up.
And then I became head boy in year 11. But then
You were head
But then
boy?
everyone bullied me because I was just I was that girl. I was that girl. No, basically, like year 11, it was shit because I wanted to do really well at school, but then I think I just didn't have many friends, basically.
Oh.
Pause for the sound effects.
Oh, everybody, just pretend to care for 1 second.
But then when I went to sixth form, I moved to a different area for the school. So I thought, this is my rebirth, right?
Rebrand.
So I like rocked up, like, what is it? Like year 12? Is it year 12?
Yeah.
I was like, turned up at the school, I was like, I'm bi. Like, fully like, just didn't really care at that point because I knew I was kind of like, I could get the grades if I wanted to. So I partied. I made all my friends that are really Celtic that I'm friends with now.
Yeah.
Like,
Didn't you do really well at A-levels as well, though, still?
yeah, I still did well. All the teachers told me I'd do really bad, but I ended up doing well. But yeah, I used to like, for example, we used to like throw conkers at the boys in the year above cars and like steal all their stuff out their bags and like, no, but it was like very...
Right, horrid Henry,
it was
calm
very
down.
It was St. Trinians. It was St. Trinians vibes.
Yeah.
It was like that. It was very horrid Henry coded.
Diary of a wimpy kid over here.
What about you?
Maybe it's a gay, I've heard it's a gay thing that you typically...
That's homophobic.
Because it is.
That's straight phobic.
That's
Because
homophobic.
a lot of heterophobic,
That's all
yeah.
right.
He doesn't even know the difference.
That's
Fuck
right.
knows.
Because a lot of teachers are women, and I feel like as a gay man, I feel like I'm a lot more sympathetic as well. So like when people would be horrible to the female teachers, I'd be like, guys, what's wrong with you all? Like, why are you all being horrible? Like, what is this? Yeah, literally. And then they'd be like, why have you got a bob? And I'd be like, I don't know.
You had a bob?
Yeah. Oh, I had a
new
bob.
You're
I
known for the bob.
I had a bob. I'll show you pictures later. It's bad. Remind me to send you one, Callum. We can put it on the screen because it was
Bob.
bad. I had full fringe, bob.
What, like Edna Mode?
Edna mode.
Edna Mode.
Edna mode. And so in like primary school, I was so good. Top of my class. Like
remember that
real
part,
The only thing you
goody
never
two
topped.
shoes. Actually, I fingered a girl in year 6. No, I didn't. No, we're not putting that in.
In year 6?
We're not putting that. I
Starting
didn't
them
really.
young up north.
Oh my god, here we do. No, I was like top of my class, really well behaved. I did like gymnastics. I ran my own gymnastics club in the school. Teacher's pet. Every teacher loved me.
You like Glee, didn't you?
Yeah. I think that the closet was made out of glass. People could see in. I just hadn't come out yet. And then I went to high school, kind of similar to you. Throughout year 7, it's like in primary school, you're praised for being smart. You're praised for being like, it goes down well. As soon as you get to high school, I remember the first day, people were like, are you a girl or a boy? And I was like, I don't know. What's happening? Oh, my name's Max and I'm from Darwin. I was like, what the fuck? So then year 8, what I did was I hated year 7, nearly dropped out of school, hated it. Then year 8 came around. As soon as the year started, there was a school trip. I ended up making mates with, do you know how there's just always like a girl who's like a bit rough?
Yeah.
Bit like, but you gravitate
Rough and
towards
ready.
them. Like, I adore this girl, still do. And she became like my best friend, but I kind of like was leading on like we were dating to like
Right.
everyone.
Showmans.
I got my hair cut into the Justin Bieber haircut, side fringe, went on a ski trip, came back a different man. I got the a record for going from the highest, so we had a merits and demerit system in our school. I got a record from going from the highest amount of merits for good behaviour to demerits for bad behaviour. And then
sounds like a movie.
simultaneously, when it got to sixth form, I did the opposite and I became better.
Right, fine.
Behaved. So then I got an award for going from bad to good.
So I fucked it, really.
Yeah, you did it the wrong way around. But you still got good results. And it don't matter because we're fucking sick on the internet and that. So get fucked. Grades. Way. All you scientists out there.
I'm being
get
very
fucked.
Nicki Minaj. Stay in school for the love of God. For the love
Yeah,
of God.
Please, for everybody's sake. But yeah, I mean, that's crazy. I didn't know that about you. I would have guessed that but now that you say it, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
No, I'm quite thick in eye.
In eye.
Like, in eye. Like,
Yeah.
if you gave me like Pythagoras' theorem,
I don't know who he is.
fuck would
No,
do that? You know what I mean? X
It's
equals
boring.
Y
Who
times
cares?
fucking-
Yeah.
Who cares? So you both had all your jobs, you had your school, and then you were kind of making videos on social media, weren't you? And then did the gogglebox thing come after that, or how did gogglebox come about?
So I just made a video about rating my family. Well, I was just posting random videos anyway on TikTok.
on
Like my
TikTok.
first video was me in a hot dog costume on the dinner table. I like leant across and then the vase smashed and I was like, oh, and then it just like cut and that was it. Like it was so just
But
stupid
that like,
shit.
got like 10,000 views, and we thought that was mad. And
Oh, that was mad.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, I was like, oh my god, that's crazy. 10,000 people watching something.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then basically like a month later, I made a video rating the family, and then someone found us in the casting team and was like, "Would you be interested?" And then it was like a 6 month.
Also, they
thing.
approached you.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then the
wow.
entire time we were still making TikToks. So by the time, but actually, I just started at first, didn't I? So by the time we got on there, I had like 200k, and then George made an account, and then
Because everyone was like, oh, has George got one of that? So I was really hesitant. I was like, I don't know if I can be bothered doing it, like whatever. And then I made one, and I remember like the first night, I woke up and it was like plus 20,000 followers. And I was like, this is this is
Well, I
nuts.
remember a lot of your videos early on were just filming your family.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like, so people probably, I remember even seeing them and being like, this guy, like, who is this guy? Like, he's in all your videos, but I didn't know an account or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I mean,
The
obviously, I
secret.
do know you now, shockingly.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So they reached out to you, and then how long were you on it for?
2 years.
18 months.
Yeah, 18 months to 2 years.
Like
18
3
months.
series.
Yeah.
We missed one. We missed
One in
series 17.
between,
So
yeah.
we done 16, 18, 19. Missed 17.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be honest. Everyone died in the cast, and then they asked us to come back.
Shut up.
Well, no,
I'm sorry,
Shut
George.
up.
there was
Wait,
like 3
who
people that
died?
died, and some families pulled out. Then all of a sudden we got a call.
Yeah, and then suddenly we got a
No.
call. Yeah, doesn't
Wait,
take a
after
fucking
they-
genius to work it out.
How long ago was that call?
That was like
series-
that was after the.
17. So that was series.
So
18.
we did one series, then came off, then came back into 2 series.
Yeah,
That's right.
So that's,
yes.
So that, them two,
Because people died.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Right. Okay then. So you did it technically like 18 months worth, and did you enjoy it?
Yeah, we loved
Yeah.
doing it. We
Yeah, it
did.
was so fun.
It was just like a lot to do a full-time job, like London hours, like city hours for me personally, and then do TikTok at the same time,
Yeah.
and then also do Gogglebox. It
How-
was like no days off.
What was the filming schedule like?
Like 1 day a week, but a good solid like 7-8 hours.
So
Really?
they'd turn up at 1, they'd set up till 3, and then we'd normally film 3 till 10.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd have breaks in between, but like,
But it's like a lot because now when I watch TV, I'm like, oh, this is quite nice to just sit there and like take it in. Whereas
Yeah.
you've constantly got to be.
it's quite like filming a podcast, really, isn't it? Your mic up, you've got
Yeah.
the lights, you've got the
It's like
cameras.
filming an 8-hour podcast.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And then not knowing what's going to go in the
Did they
end.
make you do like costume changes?
They,
Depends on the time of year.
they did a couple of times because they were like,
Because sometimes we film 2 days a week.
yeah, but the costume changes, I think we had to do it once or twice because they were like, so the first 4 shows we watch are gonna be in one thingy, and then they're gonna say it's like a 5 days later or something.
Right.
Like, on Friday they watch this, so then we had
Yeah.
to like change and stuff.
Right. Okay then. That's so interesting.
Yeah.
And when it's happening, is there somebody like in the next room to you, like being
They're
the
on
sound
driveway.
guy?
So what it used to be was they'd be in the house with you, but with all COVID and stuff, they just
Yeah.
done,
shit, yeah, of
they done a
course.
new approach, and they would.
But that was kind of nice because it just felt like you were just watching
Yeah,
TV.
yeah.
with the
I would
fam. So it was
prefer
very
that.
natural
I would
and-
prefer
yeah.
that.
But
If,
then-
if I knew someone was like in the next room
Like
listening
eyes
to me, it would be a
peering.
bit much.
Yeah.
and then we had all the crew out the front. Do you know what I mean? But it'd be
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
quite a few vans and stuff.
And did
you
they
know.
ever tell you to give certain reactions? Because it's very obvious when you watch the show that like it comes across very natural, but it's very obvious that there's an agenda for every single show
Yeah.
that they want people
I
to
think
watch.
they're always like, it's a show, so it's produced.
Yeah.
And naturally, when a show's produced, it's always going to have like opinions geared towards certain things. But
Yeah.
I mean, we were quite lucky because you know how loud we are. The majority of the reactions were
Was just
natural
us.
because
Yeah.
I don't think I feel like some people might need prompts, but I feel like for us,
You
they were like,
didn't.
oh, are you going to stop now? Like,
Yeah.
they were like, oh, we're running over by 3 hours. Like, it was that type of vibe.
And with your family, so obviously your mum and your dad were on it as well. Did it take persuading to get them on board? I mean, I've met your mum; she's up for like everything, but I can't
Yeah.
imagine. I've never met your dad, but
Yeah.
he seems a bit more reserved.
Yeah, he is reserved. Like,
Once he's out of his show and stuff,
yeah,
he's fine. It's
he,
just
at
obviously
first
massive-
he was nervy, but by the end he was.
I mean,
completely
it's not
sweet.
normal to be like, right, come on, we posted some TikToks, so now we want to go on this like nationwide show. Come on, let's
you
do
know
it.
what?
Yeah.
Like,
For us though, it was literally one of them shows, and Joe can vouch for me that we watched and we'd be like, could you imagine us on there? Like,
But
how
I
Yeah.
feel like that's every family in the
But
UK
yeah,
at
like,
some point in their lives. You'll be
everyone
like,
would
oh, imagine if we were on
imagine
Gogglebox.
we were on there, and then when obviously you got
Yeah.
that call that day, we were like, look, it's probably a once in a lifetime thing. It might last a series, it might last forever. Like,
Yeah.
let's just do
The
it.
day we
Oh,
did
of
it was
course.
so cool though because they told us that we were filming just like to see how it would go, and then like on the Friday, we just got this call and it was like 3:00 and I was driving to Brighton at the time and they were like, "You're on tonight's episode of Gogglebox."
Oh yeah, they were like, "We put you in."
they didn't tell us,
Oh
like, because
my
they didn't want
gosh.
us to overthink it and be
Yeah.
panicky.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like we just did it and then they were like, "You're on it," and it was just wild.
It was quite cool as well though, because they say like for your own welfare and whatever, like put your Instas on private and stuff.
Yeah.
And I really didn't think we'd actually get.
Oh,
that
we were
much
on
following.
private for like a month or whatever.
But we opened our following and we probably had like plus 20,000 or something. Didn't we?
Yeah,
Wow.
like
it was so
instantly.
cool though.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well,
Whereas
it's
they
a
were all
nationwide.
requested.
It's one of the most popular TV shows in the country.
They said to us like every Friday they'd get like 5 to 7 million viewers or something like that. Like who would watch it
Yeah.
throughout the hour, or like they'd watch the catch up. Or,
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it was really really cool. And obviously we wouldn't change for the world. It's helped us in like so many ways and stuff like that. Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's amazing. So I know there's probably some things that you can't say, but how did Gogglebox end up stopping for you guys?
We just no, I'm just gonna put this very. We decided that there was things that we wanted to do that we couldn't do whilst we were on the show.
Yeah.
So naturally, we just decided that it was. Also, we were like some of the young. I think the second
Probably-
youngest cast members of the
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
entire
I
show.
was probably the
There's
youngest.
27 families on there.
Oh, wow.
So you got to think that like. There is a reason why there's not many young people on there. It's because we're in this new age of social media that me and George love so much,
Yeah.
and the creativity. And I think I couldn't see myself just coming home every week and eating a takeaway and doing that for the rest of my life. Like, obviously,
Yeah.
there's so much more I wanted to do. So
Yeah.
that's why we ended up leaving. And then,
And to give some back, like, I guess, insight into that, what you probably can't say is that realistically, they want the people on the show to live normal lives.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
to continue being everyday people that just watch the telly.
Yeah.
And you two were kind of having this increase in following, increase in other opportunities, and you kind of wanted to go after that, which
Yeah.
anybody would
and
do.
just like, because I always wanted to go into like the media anyway when I was younger.
Yeah.
I wanted to like do presenting and hosting and all that stuff. So like when the opportunity started to arise, of course, I'm going to naturally take the next step.
Yeah, of
but I think it's a
course.
natural part of life to be like that. And they were really lovely when we left. So it's like everything's fine. But that is just
good.
why we decided to do it.
It was like if I obviously Joe would probably agree. If we didn't carry on having the following, we probably would have stayed on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But it's just even if with the following, the opportunities that came to
Yeah,
us.
you
were just great, so we were like,
Does it-
might
what
as
do
well
the
take
other
it.
people think that? Are they just like, because I know there's such recognizable
Yeah.
faces. Like the couple that live in the caravan, do they still live in a
Yeah.
caravan?
Genuinely,
Are they
yeah.
not? Do they not earn a lot of money from like
Yeah.
all the things that they could get?
I
Like,
just
how does it
genuinely
work?
think some of the cast are just so happy
They just
doing
love
it.
it. They've been
Yeah.
like some of them doing
Fair
it 10
enough.
years. Like
I
Mary and
think
Giles
that
and
is
stuff.
just,
Yeah.
and also I think what you got to remember is like you have to be quite driven and smart with how you market yourself in any business. And I think that they could probably end it tomorrow and cash in and get a quick buck, but it
Yeah.
won't be a long standing, it won't have longevity.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's, and you know, like some of them are just families that actually just want to do that. Like,
they're just having a
wanna
good time.
and love their jobs and think I want to do it. So like,
Yeah.
it's
Is
like-
it their full-time job to do Gogglebox? Or
I think a lot of them do have jobs. I think majority of the cast work and then do this like in
Yeah.
their
Like
spare
Stephen
time.
and Daniel, for example, the
Yeah, they run a
gay
hair
couple
salon and
from
stuff.
Brighton, they
Yeah.
run a hair salon. Then
Yeah.
film like twice a week and stuff.
I guess just being on that show, it's free advertisement for the hair salon. So then it's gonna like,
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many people. I mean, realistically, with how TikTok works nowadays, you could blow up on social media and be like, oh God, I don't like that. I just want to continue my normal
100%.
life.
I don't
Like,
think some of them do like having the
no,
following on
not
Instagram and
everyone is
stuff.
an attention-seeking fuck like us.
Yeah.
So
Not
Post
everyone's,
videos
not
of-
everyone's
Here we
showing
are,
Hull on
baby.
their family holiday.
Hashtag
Baby.
Beluga.
Hashtag Beluga Gate.
Okay, right. So let's just switch things up a little bit, guys, because
remix.
something recently quite crazy has happened in the world. I don't know if you've heard about it. It's quite deep, so sorry to change like the tone of the podcast.
Oh, sorry to do the
No,
remix.
don't worry. It's
Sorry.
fine. Don't worry. But George lost his virginity. So-
I wonder where this is going. I was seriously in my face. I was like, it's like, Joe, don't make any more jokes.
that was so hard
Yeah.
to like keep a
Remix. I thought you were going to be like, oh, actually, I'm not going to say what you mean.
You were shitting yourself that you were like,
I was.
Oh my
I was
God,
like,
I'm so
oh,
sorry.
I've had so much Botox, I can't do a frown right now. I was looking at Max like, God help me.
Right, George.
I have been serving. That's what I've been.
That's the statement. That is it. Wow. Okay. So
He has
I
been
mean,
praising the cunt.
oh my God.
Getting hot in here.
Right, everybody. Let's just cheers for 1 second and
Yeah,
have a drink. 'cause
cheers.
I feel
Well
like we
done,
need
George.
it. Well done, George.
Well
I'm
done,
very proud
George.
of you.
Thank you.
It's been a long time. Long time coming. Not literally.
This drink's
God.
fucking horrible.
So, I mean, we don't have to go into the ins and outs.
Yeah, please don't.
Wink. Of everything. But, I mean, it was such a topic of conversation.
Yeah.
And did you, I mean, I can't imagine being...
A virgin.
No,
You little prick.
no, I can't imagine being like somebody who has a large following and like you're a good looking guy to some people, not to me. Or
And
like
having
to
a tiny
the,
penis.
yeah. No, but like you must have had so many girls like be so forward with you that in my head I was like, no wonder it took you like a bit longer to get round to it because it must have been a bit difficult to trust somebody.
Yeah, it's hard. It's one of them like, yeah, I don't know. It's just where it was all over the internet and stuff. Like, and
Whose fault is that now?
No, and I was fine with it.
Yeah,
and
it was
stuff,
a joke.
but it just made it so much bigger. Do you know what I mean? And people would ask me, be like, "Oh, you're not actually," and I'd be like I am. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie about it.
Yeah.
But then also that.
Also,
adds
can
so
we
much
accept
to
the
it.
fact that you're, 20 years old?
Yeah.
That is not that late. Like, I
No,
have friends that still haven't, and it's just like a personal choice. Like,
Yeah.
imagine if, because when you started this, you were what, 18, 17?
Yeah.
So, it's normal to have not lost your virginity by 17. And then you had all this added pressure of people, like,
Yeah.
knowing about it. And also, like, I mean, I was with you in, where were we, Mallorca?
Yes.
And the amount of girls that were literally basically like, right, do you want this big meaty vag between my legs? Throwing themselves at you left, right,
No,
and
it
centre.
was like that a lot.
That's what it's like because they're like, I'm going to be the one to take your virginity. And it's like, I would look at him and be like, oh my God, are you okay? Like, what's going on? That is a lot of pressure.
Yeah. Well, we had it in like Ibiza, didn't we? Ibiza Rocks, and that girl.
Oh,
was like,
yeah.
I'm taking you to your room now, and I was like.
Oh,
was like-
wait, we need to call her out. Didn't she have an Instagram account? Wasn't she like a baker?
Yeah, she works for that Dolly's Brownie.
Oh, she does, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She does.
Me. I'd like to place an order.
Oh my God, she does. What's it? It's Dolly's whatever.
Baking. But I've actually, do you know a funny story about that? I actually ordered a brownie in a bottle mix from them before to make with mum for TikTok,
Yeah.
and she was trying to lay that on thick to my brother.
Oh, I mean, she was lovely, but she very much did it on. I didn't really see it, but from what I heard afterwards,
Oh, she was sat on him like a spatchcock chicken, man. That lady was making Ibiza rock. If you ask me. Didn't happen though,
I
did
think I
it?
got chucked out the hotel for that.
Oh
I
yes, she
know.
did because
So,
you
like,
because you
they're
weren't
like, you
allowed.
stole bands. So I was
Yeah.
like, I'm staying
That's
here.
the worst thing going on there. Not the homophobic attack.
Yeah,
It
not
was
that. Not
okay.
all that. Yeah, Jesus fucking Christ, what a trip that was.
Yeah. We have been on some fucking
We have had-
wild holidays.
When you think about like the experiences that people usually have in their life, and the fact that I met you 2 years ago,
Yeah.
and the amount of things that we have done together that I've not even done with my family, let alone my
That's what I
friends.
mean,
I feel like
yeah.
we've been to like school trips and like those like core memories. And
Yeah.
I feel like I'm reliving all of that by doing these like trips.
Yeah,
But like we've
with you
said,
guys.
every holiday that we've been on, and we see the list of people, and we're like, fuck, Max said, like,
yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
like, we'll go.
you know something good's
When
gonna
we
happen.
went to
literally.
LA together, we just spoke like Billy Porter. It was actually like,
Listen up, bitch.
It must have been insufferable.
And then we met
for
Billy
everyone.
Porter. We actually met Billy Porter.
It was absolutely. Max had a blowjob bib round his neck. Like,
I was like, I'm your biggest fan. In this bar.
it was so
Oh my
funny.
God.
Pose for me, bitch.
But that's the thing, like, and you couldn't have put it better. Like, when you go on a school trip, you leave and you're like, that's my family.
Yeah.
And every trip that I go on with you guys, I get home and I'm like,
Oh.
What do we do now?
I can't hear the cackle.
There
Where
has
are
been
they?
nights where like I've come home from like the Jack Wills trip and things like that and been the most depressed I've
Yeah.
ever been in my life. Like the holiday like sadness, I've never had that before apart
Yeah.
from these trips. 'Cause
Yeah.
you just laugh the whole time. Whereas
That's the talking. Baby, that's the talking. Oh, that's Ms.
I'm dripping.
Oh, right, we can put it in, but bleep out every time that I said, yeah. Yeah, we'll put it in, but bleep me. That's
Yeah,
brilliant.
now it makes sense what I'm saying.
But yeah, we've had so many like core memories. What would you say has been your favorite memory that we've all shared together? Let's have a think. I'm trying to think.
Well, let's go through the holidays first. What was the first one that we went on?
The
Jack
first
Will's trip, probably you guys.
Yes, the Ibiza one.
Yes.
You were there as well.
Yeah.
But you weren't like in the house with us. But we still pretty much had the same
So then we went on to the Mallorca trip.
ski trip.
So, but Mallorca was first, Magaluf, wasn't
Yes.
it? That we got tattoos together.
Yes, we did.
Like,
We have
which
matching
is fucking
tattoos.
nuts.
What the fuck?
We've literally got matching tattoos.
Get it out. Get it out for the camera.
That is the ugliest shit I've
What
ever
the
seen.
hell?
We've got matching tattoos.
This is amazing. Oh my gosh.
How
It
random.
looks like you've dressed the same today.
Yeah, no, he's
Yeah.
copied my look.
Yeah.
So, but so then we did that, which was obviously crazy. Then we did the Spotify. That's probably one of my favourites.
Spotify Ibiza was my favourite thing.
That was
Fucking
I
hilarious.
mean, talk about my biggest scandal that from that trip. I thought, oh, do you know what? I've got a podcast now. I'll just talk about my experiences on this
Yeah.
trip. Don't do that,
No.
because people will attack you.
Yeah.
But that was absolutely hilarious. Like,
Yeah.
we have to talk about Ich bin Tomaten.
Oh, that was great.
How
that
did
was
that
great.
even happen?
We were all steaming,
And we went
Like,
back to your room, didn't we?
We went back to I was like, guys,
Oh.
afters at mine. We're ordering pizza.
It was 5 a.m. This room service wasn't free either.
No.
We thought it was.
No, I thought it was
I
free.
nowhere to be found.
Joe was nowhere to be found. Somewhere in High
I was
Ibiza.
last on the island, mama.
And Haz was so fucked.
Oh my
That
god.
we ordered this salad,
Yeah.
and you were going, "Why are you speaking German?"
Yeah.
And I've got it on video.
Oh, because
haven't I?
she said you look like a
She
little...
went to me.
Oh my God,
she went. You just look like a little Danish boy, and I was like, "Fuck you, bitch! Ich bin Tomaten."
Which is German.
Which is German. It don't make sense.
But it was 5 a.m. We were jumping in your like little pool outside your
Yeah.
room, screaming
Yeah.
"Ich bin Tomaten."
Anastasia Kings North, like basically getting her tits out in the pool.
Yeah.
Great.
And then the next
times.
morning, I was so
We had to
hungover.
catch
We
a
were in that,
flight.
and I'd like an hour sleep. We were in that bus thing, and India was like, "Guys, finishing the holiday vlog." And I was like, "Turn that shit off, India." I was like, "No one's seeing me."
That was the holiday. That girl trapped him in the toilet.
Oh,
I don't think she works there anymore, by the way.
Does she not?
I don't
Well,
think she-
baby, we're talking about it.
No, right, so for some context, right, Max told us this story. We got in the cab, we're leaving the hotel, and he grabs our arms, and he goes, "I have to tell you about what happened last night." And I'm like, we're like, "What are you on about?" And then, look, say it.
So we were on a trip with a brand, amazing company that brought us out. It was incredible, start to finish. One of the people that maybe doesn't even work there anymore, allegedly.
Not even for the brand, for the like agent.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Was very drunk and brought me. Well, I went to the bathroom and then they were like, "Oh, I'm gonna come with you," and I was like, "Oh, that's fine. We'll go to the bathroom together. It is what it is." And then I go. So this person is a different gender to me. So I go to the man's and I'm like, "Oh, you're gonna go to it?" She's like, "No, I'll just come in with you." And I'm like, "All right, this is a bit weird, but it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? We're all friends here. We've had a few drinks. Whatever. Crazy things happen." And
Not that
then
crazy.
and then she's like, "Oh, will you just come into the cubicle with me?" And I'm like, "Do you know what? Yeah, sometimes people do this. Like, we'll just like be in the cubicle together. It is what it is." And
gets worse.
she sits down, and I'm like, "Right, she's just gonna have a wee, and then I'll have a wee." And then she goes like, and I go, "Oh, what was that?" And then I'm thinking, right, I don't really know this person well enough to be like, "Oh, what's happening?"
You said you heard a thing and you just had a plop.
Yeah. Something hits the water, that's all I'm going to say. A bit of a situation. And then I go, "Oh, shall I just go?" And she goes, "No, I get really bad anxiety. Will you stay with me?" And I go, "Are you sure, love? Are you sure about that?
And
Because
also
I'd
it's like
much
30
rather
degrees.
leave." Yeah. I'd much rather leave right now. Need to say, you know, no wiping was done. I think the person, bless their soul, was trying to play it off like it didn't happen.
Yeah.
But it was
Even
abundantly clear.
The next part was that this person also then, when we all
followed
decided
us.
to go out, was like, "I'm coming out with you."
Yeah.
And we think that she did that because she didn't want Max to
to say
tell the
anything.
story.
Yeah,
So
she
was
didn't
like,
leave my sight.
"Oh,
She
let's
sat on
hide.
my knee.
Oh, I'm coming to
No,
hide.
she was absolutely slaughtered, but she was like, "I'm coming with you." And we were like,
Yeah.
"No, go to bed." She was like, "No, I'm coming with Max."
Yeah.
And got in your cab.
Yes.
She was like this.
Yeah, and she does her business. I'm trapped in the chamber with her, and then we come out. I got to sit down. I'm obviously dying to tell you this just happened to me. This is the most mental thing. And she comes and sits on my knee, and I'm thinking, I know you've not wiped. I'm thinking, what's going on here, love?
Feral.
And it was obvious because she came to the club. She was slaughtered. She did not need to come to the club. She came with us because she didn't want to leave my sight because then I would tell you.
Poogate.
And it worked because I completely forgot until the morning after and then I told you.
Yeah.
Wild times.
That was a fucking good holiday.
That was a great holiday.
Like, we were all smashed at Ocean Beach, and then we were all like, should we just book, what was it, like €100 ticket to High tonight?
Yeah.
We didn't know who was on.
No.
And we just thought, fuck it.
It was brilliant.
That was so good.
Oh, it was
That
so
was a
good.
whirlwind.
And then, like 2 months later, we went to fucking Jack Will's thingy, didn't we?
Ski trip.
Ski trip.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So many places we've seen the world
Such a
together.
magical experience where none of us could ski. Apart from Max.
I was alright.
We was getting
Shockingly.
absolutely slaughtered every night, weren't we?
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
a
it
lot
was
though,
such-
wasn't it? To get drunk and go to bed at like 1, 2 and then
That
wake
was a
up to
lot.
ski at 8.
Yeah.
Go 3,000
I saw
feet
you
above.
looking like Leslie Jordan many a morning there. You were like,
Daddy, watch me. Watch me twirl, Daddy.
Twirl for me,
Rest
Daddy.
in peace.
Oh,
Rest in peace,
yeah, that
Leslie
was a
Jordan. We
lot.
love him. Wild times.
I know.
And also, like, since I remember the day that I met you, it was a. Can we talk
Gucci
about?
event.
Can we talk about the fact that? First of all 3 of us were invited to a Gucci event.
Yeah,
When has that ever
number
happened
one.
again?
Yeah, never.
And that's when we met.
Yeah.
And I remember being like, I got there. I was by myself at this event.
I was in a Primark, like, nothing wrong with Primark.
No.
But, like, obviously, all these people are
Yeah.
crazy
oh.
bougie.
Oh, it was like the Met Gala and
Yeah.
I just turned up from work.
Yeah, and I was in a Primark t-shirt and bomber jacket.
Do you know what I
House.
did? I got to the event, realised I was wearing like
Didn't you buy
jeans and a
something?
t-shirt. I went to Zara down the road. I left the event immediately. Went
No
to Zara,
way.
bought a full outfit because I was like, I'm severely underdressed.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
so.
Joe had just come from work, and it was one of our first ever events, and we were just looking really cash, and all these people were in gowns.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was going to be like that.
Me neither. A
No
Gucci
one
event.
told
We
me.
should have known.
Yeah,
It was a
I
Gucci
mean-
event. I didn't have a fucking clue. We're walking
Yeah.
around this exhibit like, oh, and meanwhile, all that we're really doing is getting to know each other and being like,
Yeah,
this is
we
ridiculous.
were chatting and then we saw Billy Porter's gown and we were like,
Yeah, we did, and we were like, oh my god, gay. But it's mad to think that that's where we met, and now think of all the things that we've
done.
done
I
in like
know.
our career. Like, you guys have a podcast, you've interviewed so many celebrities. I need to know, and I want to know, who is your worst celebrity experience?
Worst celeb experience.
Yeah, doesn't have to be
ever.
someone that's been on your pod. It could just be an ever that you've had.
Worst celeb experience.
I mean, you know mine. I've told you mine.
Oh.
I had another kind of awful one.
All right, I've actually got 2, and it's the same place, and it was in the same 5 minutes.
Oh,
Right, one of them was Maya Jama, but it wasn't her.
because of me?
Yeah, we were steaming, and Joe literally pulls
This
her by
is
her arm.
no. We was at an awards ceremony, and basically I had an awkward encounter, so decided to neck a few glasses of prosecco. By a
As you
few, I
do.
mean pretty much 2 bottles.
Yeah.
And then there was a red carpet from the venue to the after party, and I saw Maya, and I was like a fan, so I said, "Oh, can I grab a picture?" And then George was kind of like nervously waiting on the sideline, so I just kind of was drunk and thought I'm gonna crack a one-liner.
Didn't go
So I was
down
like,
well.
"How do you feel about taking an 18-year-old's virginity?"
And I was just stood like this.
And she literally was like, "Sorry, what?" And like
you said that to Maya Jama.
Yeah,
and I
and
was
like-
just stood there like,
and then like she got the photo with George, but she was just like,
yeah, she was like this.
Oh.
it was, yeah, it
and
was
then
funny.
walk half, like 20 metres.
I'd say not even 20 meters,
and
probably
then,
about 2 meters.
And then I saw Boy George,
And
right?
he's
Yeah.
fucked. George is drunk too.
I'm slaughtered, right? And bearing in mind, I am named after George Michael. Mum will live
Really?
by that. Mum will say,
Yeah.
that's why I
Love
named you. I
that.
love George Michael. You're named after George Michael. I look at Boy George and I go, I was named after you.
He's like, "Boy, George, I just so love you. I was named after you." And I'm like, "George, what an encounter this is."
Yeah. And like, he's going, okay, he's got security with him. And I'm going, I was named after you. And Joe's like pulling my arm.
Yeah.
So, but like, again, they're not the celebrities' fault.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
got
yeah.
a bad celebrity
Awkward
experience.
encounter. Right, I'm ready.
So, sorry, it took me a while to think of. So basically, you wouldn't know this, but a few years back, I actually started to dance, like doing classes and stuff.
Shut the fuck up.
When?
So, you know about this. When I started doing the cheerleading and stuff like that. Anyway, there was a big singer coming to the UK.
Do I?
And I auditioned to go, like, as part of a dancing crew for
Oh
a tour.
my
Anyway,
god.
I got through to the final round of this audition.
Yeah.
And then she comes backstage as I'm warming up and she's like, "You are so fucking fat and ugly and disgusting." Starts screaming in my face, right?
You've never told me this. I
Yeah,
swear on
no,
my
for
life.
real. And I was getting so emotional and upset, right? Just before I went out. Anyway, I go out there. She sat in front of me. It's Lizzo.
Shut the fuck up. I was so on board
I
then.
thought,
I
what?
was like,
When did you do cheerleading and
I
shit?
was thinking, Wait, I was thinking, I've seen you dance.
She's never coming on the pod.
And there's no training there, Mama. I've seen you dance.
Oh my
God,
God, both so bought in. and then
It was Lizzo.
That's
I
brilliant.
couldn't keep
That
it
is
going
brilliant.
any further. I was like, no, I'm gonna
That
stutter
was
in a
so
second.
good, though. That was so
I
convincing.
believe that. What the
That was
fuck?
brilliant.
What's your one?
I had one really awkward experience, similar to like what George has just said. So I met. You were there when we met the Jonas Brothers.
Oh yeah. Oh
yes.
fuck yeah.
So I
shit.
kind of messed it up, and
No, actually, to back you, they said we like sent across approvals and that, and everyone was like, fine. And we got in there and they're like, you can only use the song.
Yes.
I think someone must have gone in and kind of scared them a little bit, and they were like, okay, you can only use the song.
Yeah.
So.
So basically, we all got to do content with the Jonas Brothers, and it was incredible. I'm such a big fan of the Jonas Brothers, and we got there, and I got told I could be the first person because I had to leave.
You were the one that shook. I think someone shook him up.
Yeah,
it was you.
It was me. It was me, Mama.
You had to leave, innit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I had to leave early. I couldn't go to like the after thing. And so I just said, like, can I please go early? So they were like, yeah, we'll put you first.
is
It's no big
brave,
deal.
though.
And I didn't sort this through my management. I got told about this directly. And I said to the guy, I was like, I've got a brilliant idea to like reenact a scene from Camp Rock. Like, we'll do this whole thing. Do you know the one that's like, Camp Rock, that whole thing. And I was like, oh my gosh, it'll be so funny. It'll do really well. Like, blah, blah, blah. And then the guy was like, yeah, I'm sure that'll be fine. Like, just go for it. It is what it is. Obviously, he is not Jonas Brothers representatives.
Yeah.
My management couldn't ask the questions because I just didn't think to defer it to them.
Yeah.
So I show up and I get there and I'm speaking to people and everyone's going, yeah, we've been told nothing Disney. You can't mention Demi Lovato. You can't mention Camp Rock. And I'm going, I got mine approved.
Yeah.
They must just really like me for some reason. The Jonas Brothers. And the guy literally said to me, he was like, the Jonas Brothers love your videos, so I'm sure it's going to be great.
Yeah.
I got there.
No, the room was scary.
It was-
Security guards, management.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say there were over 10 people
Way
in the
over 10
room,
people.
and
Yeah.
then the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah.
And
Just standing by that window.
just stood by that window.
I was like, oh my god.
And I was very intimidated because I was such a big fan of them. But I was told they love my videos. They've
Yeah.
approved the Disney idea. This is going to go great. I swiftly
Little did you
realised
know.
they didn't have a fucking clue who I was, which I didn't expect them to, first of all.
Yeah.
But when you're told
When you
that
get told, yeah.
I was thinking,
you go
oh
in with
my
like
gosh.
an air of like, oh, okay, like there's
Yeah.
neutral
It's gotta be good,
ground.
yeah.
here.
Exactly. So I was like, oh my gosh. But it was so obvious. And I was like, that's fine, whatever. And then I go, right, so I've got this idea. We're going to reenact a scene from Camp Rock. The second those words left my mouth, Nick Jonas's eyes went to his manager, American woman, darts off. She goes, no, you're going to be doing Waffle House. You're going to be doing Waffle. And I'm thinking, oh shit. I'm not thinking, oh, this guy's really rude. I'm thinking,
Yeah.
oh my god, I've just embarrassed myself.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I've just embarrassed
Everyone
myself in
looking
front
at
of the
you
Jonas
like-
Brothers.
Yeah.
Everyone was looking at me like, you dumb fuck. You're the first person of the day. You didn't get the memo that there's no
Yeah.
Disney. And I was like, oh, okay, we'll do Waffle House. Yeah, baby, rock
But
on.
your video actually done really well, didn't
Oh,
it?
it did
Yeah.
really well
Yeah.
because I so I mean
You done like
they
the pop-up thing, didn't you?
yeah. After that, they were so lovely.
Yeah.
Especially, I would say Kevin was the like by far the
Yeah,
nicest.
Kevin was lovely.
I think that they were all actually really nice, considering that they probably didn't want to be doing that because
They
like
didn't. By the time they got to us, and we were only like 4th or 5th, I don't think they actually kind of wanted to be doing it.
yeah. Well, I was
Because
like the
obviously they had a
first.
show to play at
Yes.
Albert Hall.
Yeah.
So you just want to chill and
Yeah,
prep
they're
out,
probably
and then-
jet lagged as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they were really kind to me, so I like had a great experience after that. But in that moment, I was like, right, think on your feet, don't cry,
Yeah.
everything's fine. Like, this
yeah,
is horrible.
it's tough when you get thrown a
Oh,
curveball
Like
like
we
that.
did the same. We had ideas and that, and then they came down. Or I think you told us you were like, they're literally saying they want Waffle House. So
Yeah.
You just had to like be like, fuck it, let's just do.
Well,
Yeah,
I
I
was
had
just
to-
like,
Let's just plan Waffle House.
Yeah.
Like, we had 2 minutes to plan it.
Yeah.
I don't hate the song. I just
Yeah. It was great. I mean, I love the Jonas Brothers. Rock on, brothers. But yeah, that was
No,
a,
no,
that
I
was a
loved them.
terrifying experience.
I really
I have
fancy
no
Joe
idea-
too.
I have no idea who they
Joe
are.
and Nick. Actually, I fancy them all.
I fancy them all.
No,
I'd have
They're
a
all
big
fit.
triple decker Jonas sandwich.
Oh, that is.
Do you know what? I feel like you could do. Yeah. Another question about awkward encounters. What has been your most awkward podcast guest? Because I know that you must have one. I know for a fact that
Awkward.
you have one, actually, because you've told me
Well,
before.
I know we're thinking the same one, but that wasn't really well, it was awkward, but like, who else?
When we did our Eurovision live pods, there was a creator that came on.
A creator?
Yeah, just a content creator.
Right.
Last
And
minute.
it was just really uncomfortable because I don't think she kind of knew what was going on. I don't think we knew what was going on. It was kind of like production just like threw
We
it
got
in there.
told that she was coming
And I'd
on.
also
We were
like followed her twice before. And I think George messaged her about the pod, and she like never got back to us. So it was just like a really uncomfortable exchange of.
And this was technically not at our studio, but this was still a podcast for Eurovision and stuff. And we were literally doing a live stream to about 3,000 people. And all of a sudden they're like, right, we've got these two on go. And we're looking at each other like, who is that?
Yeah, like I was just.
Do you know what I mean?
Can I guess who it is? Is it that one that goes Euphoria? What's she called?
Lorraine. No, it wasn't. It wasn't Lorraine.
Someone from Luke.
Oh, anyway,
Eurovision.
we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. But
right, okay.
You thought it was Lorraine.
You just said someone from Eurovision.
No, like
we love you, Lorraine. No, like a
it's someone that was just at Eurovision.
Yeah.
Right, I'm with you. So just a randomer that was there.
Two-time winner.
Right, yeah, that's what
she got like 800k or something.
Lorraine?
No, we're all getting confused.
Yeah, it's all right. Right, okay then. Fair enough. What is the proudest moment of your career so far?
Oh,
I want to know one moment.
Proudest moment so far. I mean, so personally, number one, it was starting the podcast for me because that was like my baby for like 6 months. Worked that really hard. We both did, getting that up and running. And like the run of guests we've had on it's been amazing. So that's like one thing. But another one for me which really stands out is working the Brits, because I have been such a fan of the Brit Awards for like as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
And so to be asked to like promo it and sit at a table was just like
crazy.
Wild. And even like when we got that call and then had the meeting and then a box sent to house, it was like a proper, like the whole time I was just fucking like almost crying because I just, you know what I mean? Like
that's
couldn't
crazy.
believe it. And I think it's really lovely when I get to do things that are really like in line with what I love, which is like music and TV and all that stuff. So that was it for me.
Well
moment.
done. I'm proud of you.
I actually do 100% agree. I think obviously the Brits absolutely crazy. Like, do you know what I mean? On a table, I met Central C. We were next to like people like Tom Daly, saw like H walking around. That was even like the after party when you're walking around. There's like people from Little Mix walking around. I'm like letting them go and stuff like that. But also, again, as Joe said, the podcast, but more specifically the podcast launch, because for all them people to turn up. And it'd be such a good night.
That was so much fun as well.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, like everyone was there for us. Like, I literally couldn't believe it. Like, it's one of them times to sit back and I'm like,
it feels amazing when you do an event or something like that, and especially when it's about something that you care about. Yeah. When you see the people there, it's like, oh, that
we
feels
literally
so
looked
good.
at each other and we were like,
I feel like it's so lovely because like I think that with this line of work, you end up working a lot at home or like constantly not really seeing many people, and then you're still supporting other people openly. But when you get everyone into the same space for like something you love,
just like the whole vibes were good. Everyone was sick. Like we ended up staying like 2 hours later than we expected at the venue, and they let us like the whole night.
George ended up getting a little kiss from someone special.
They gave us like a cake that we didn't know about. Oh, hang on. But yeah, that was such an amazing
You'll be
night.
seeing us soon, won't you, George?
Maybe.
Oh, maybe. I hope. Right,
what's
okay
yours?
then. What is mine?
Hopefully getting your dump truck out on Insta.
When we getting my big fat fucking arsehole out on Instagram.
Bussy hole.
Maybe when we were, and you were the same, when we were on Radio 1 on Christmas Day.
Oh my god, that was
that
fucking
that
wild.
was crazy.
That was wild.
You've just been back on there though with doing a thing in
yeah.
That's so good.
Crazy. When you think like these huge things, literally like the Brits, like
that's
what
a
you
massive radio station.
Massive thing.
Like
another one for me, not even
Yeah.
this, is Capital's Summertime and Jingle
Capital
Bell Balls,
Summertime
because I
Ball.
love that shit anyway
It's
when
crazy.
I was younger. So,
Oh, it's mental. Yeah, we're so
we
lucky.
love.
We love everyone. Right, now we're going to play a little game, and then if we have time, we're going to do our dilemma, but we might not have time, but who gives a shit?
Let's smash it.
Okay, Shag, Marry, Kill.
Yes. I love
First
them
one,
guys.
Chelsea Liart, Alphabet, and Evil Queen.
Oh, fucking hell. Marry CLA.
Oh,
Yeah, I was going to say the
Because
same.
she's got loads of money, apparently.
putting up with that for the rest of your life.
My reasoning was actually because she's always out on the streets. I'd get a bit of peace at home. She's always walking around the streets like, so I think she'd be out a lot.
Apparently she's a billionaire, so
Yeah, well, she's
Shag Evil
I'm
Queen.
the same. Yeah.
Shag, Evil Queen.
Yeah, have to kill Alpha Bar.
Yeah,
only
I mean,
because.
I mean, there's a plethora of
only because.
things out there.
Yeah,
Be careful.
yeah.
Yeah.
Deodorant.
Oh,
George,
you had a personal experience with Alphabet, didn't you?
I
A bit
told
of
you to talk
beef.
about this, Joe.
I don't want to talk about it.
No, I told you Joe should because she went on a live
The
stream and put it
thing-
online.
the one thing that I do not appreciate I'm sure she's listening because she's all up in my business all the fucking time. Is that when I wake up and I'm laying there scrolling through my For You page and I see
Like screen
her
recordings.
sat there being like a screen recording being like, this person is up their own arse, which is one thing I'm not, and people vouch to that, and that I was
He's
rude
rude, yeah.
and made her cry, which never happened. It's like, I don't want to give her the platform, which I'm kind of doing now to
No,
say about it, but
just-
all I
just
want to
say
do is
it.
clear my own name and say like, fuck you, bitch.
Oh my god! I mean, do you know what? Fair enough.
that shit.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough, Joe. You've done it. Right. Okay.
I just want to clear my name and say, fuck you, bitch.
Right. Next one. Shag, marry, kill. G.K. Barry, George Clarke, and Max Balegde.
Marry Max.
Oh, you're so
Shag Grace because I
intelligent.
want to know what that pancake feels up all in my business. And kill George.
Sorry,
I'd
George.
say-
That's the fucking hooch talking, love.
I would say the exact same as George. The reason I'm killing George is because you're not here.
You're not here, you're in Sri Lanka,
yeah.
man.
to
Fuck
interview
you,
us.
George.
So enjoy Sri Lanka.
God, the hooch was hit. That shit's nasty.
So I'm assuming that you'll both marry me because that means you get to shag me for the rest of your life.
Of course, and you bought a
Yeah.
new house, sugar
That-
daddy.
yes, there we
Who
go.
doesn't want to board that beluga whale right into the
Beluga
sunset?
bussy.
Oh my god. Right. Okay. Last one. Anastasia Kingsnorth, Saffron Barker, and Bambino Becky.
Oh, my
that's
favourite
hard.
Freo.
Let me favourite Freo.
That hooch has it. Right. So
Oh, this is hard. That's a hard.
Yeah,
that
that's
is
what
a
I
really,
thought that was hard.
Okay, right. I'm gonna go. Right. So
Yeah, okay.
I would shag Anastasia
Yeah.
because everyone has seen
Them tits.
them titties.
Yeah.
I mean, not every.
She is a wild time, and I
She's
love
a
her.
10.
I'd marry Saffron because rich.
Fair enough.
No, I actually
enough.
I love Saffron to bits. You know I love Saffron to bits. And then I would only kill Becky because she drinks beer, and I couldn't deal with the burps in my
That
face.
is
It's
valid.
Right.
That
And
is
I love
valid.
her so much, but
Yeah.
I could imagine, like, you know, I don't know how you have sex with a girl, but like, you know, doing my thing. She's like, and then, yeah.
Yeah, go on, you.
I'd be exactly the same. Joe made a good point. I think Bambino's so funny, but it's the beer. Can't do it. I don't drink beer. She drinks beer. Probably marry Saffron. Because actually, I've met her parents, so that's
Oh.
already we're already a step
You're already
ahead.
in.
Do you know what I
Okay.
mean? And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
obviously,
You love Wendy, didn't you?
I do love a bit of Wend. And then
kill Becky, unfortunately.
Kill Becky and marry
See,
Anastasia.
I think that I think I'd marry Anastasia.
I thought you were gonna say that.
And I'd
You guys get on really well though.
Yes, I love Anastasia, and I would shag Saffron. In fact, do you know what? I reckon that Bambino Becky can slurp on a dick really.
Oh my fucking god! That is outrageous! That is fucking outrageous! Do you know what? I reckon she can slurp.
What kind of job interview is this?
Max, that is fucking outrageous. We're keeping that in.
Yeah, we are. We're keeping that in.
Good.
Text me, Becky.
Oh my god.
But yeah, do you know what? Maybe I'm undecided. We'll see. Right, okay. One last game before we maybe do a dilemma if we have time. Right, okay. So I'm going to read out some mean comments off the internet,
Shit.
and we have to guess who they're about.
Fine.
Me or you two.
Okay, fine. Oh, I love this game.
This is a good game, actually.
Yeah, I thought of it this morning and I was like,
I love
oh, but
that.
what if it's really difficult to find it? It wasn't.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was quite
that
easy
must
actually. I
have
just
been a really
searched my
rough
name and
morning.
it just came up. It's crazy.
Oh, God.
Have you ever had anyone take a B-reel live on the pod?
No, but I'm
come
excited.
Set a trend, Joe.
Come on.
Quick.
Wait, I need to... I hope Alan Carr.
It's beautiful. Oh,
That went far in, didn't it?
that was too easy. Now I know why you got all that fucking shit round your-
George?
Sorry.
George just said no wonder you got herpes.
Joe, I'm sorry.
I didn't have
No,
herpes.
I'm sorry.
I've had them from
I
I got them
heard
from
you-
Auntie Nick. So
I heard you say the other day that you haven't shagged anyone since Feb, but you've sucked a lot of dick. I heard that. Was I not wrong? You said that to Charlie or something. I'm pretty sure you said that to
you're
Charlie.
sleep talking again.
Right. Are you ready?
Sleep talking.
Right.
Cut that
this
shit
one's
out.
this one's quite easy.
Okay.
Safe to assume his body count will remain at 1 after this.
George, it's about George.
That's
so
about
rude.
George.
Who's
yeah.
that prick?
Some fucking loser.
Yeah.
Um,
Joe, I'm gonna beef every single wrong
George.
comment.
Right,
It's all hate comments.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This is what I think blank's hole looks like, and I'll show you the picture.
Oh! Max Balegde.
Max.
Oh, that is filth. That is absolute filth. That is.
My beluga, baby.
Who thinks of this shit?
It's a picture of raw ham that had gone off.
Oh, that is absolutely.
Did you show Andrew in bed to fact check
like,
it?
Baby, can we compare? Right, okay.
Oh, no.
This one is so funny and it's so just wild, but I thought I'd put it in.
Okay.
Does it count if it was to a bloke? After all, it's called virginity because it usually involves Virginia unless it's him, which would make lots of sense.
I think that's about George.
And I just wanted to use that to point out that you're all dumb as fuck. You can't even string a sentence together. So how about you go and do some literacy lessons before you go commenting on things, you dumb fucking fuck. Anyway.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Dose.
So I forgot the job. Me right
Very
now.
professional work environment. Right. I love that every time them or blank pop up on Twitter, they're absolutely destroyed.
Is that you?
That's about both of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't even
the
use
tweet
Twitter
is-
in it. Yeah, joke's on you, bitch. It's called X.
But you feel really stupid now, don't you? Yeah. Get fucked. Sticks and stones, mate. Right, okay. Oh my god. Can't stop thinking about when Ariana Grande got accosted by blank backstage at the Renaissance tour and he was on TikTok barking about it, thinking he was such a serve. Ugh, that poor girl must have needed therapy.
That's about Max.
That is about Max.
That's about me.
And what did you say to her again?
You and Andrew, mate.
I don't even know what I said, to be fair.
Yeah.
And to be fair, she's in her own controversies right now. So maybe
Can
she's
I just say, out of anyone in that whole place that I feel like deserved to have that moment
Thank
after
you.
everything that you went through personally,
yes.
was you.
Thank you, but
So
I mean,
that's my personal opinion.
Thank you,
Obviously, you guys don't give a fuck about it. So,
obviously you could get fucked.
But yeah, that's my take.
No, I agree. This is one of my absolute favorites.
You have to frame these in your new house.
Oh
by
yeah,
the way.
yeah. Blank equals fag. That's the tweet.
Max.
Max Balegde equals fag.
I don't remember that in mathematics.
Yeah, what equation is that?
Me. I had 3 years of tutoring. I don't remember that.
And it had 12 likes.
Oh,
Oh, my
no
god.
way.
Right, okay, wait, let me. I've gone through the wrong ones here.
You're talking in code.
Oh, that bum hole one.
this is great.
horrible.
Do they ever shut their mouth? Every time I see them, their mouths are wide up.
Yeah. So when you spend this much on whitening and braces, then you do have your mouth
You
open.
show it off, baby.
No, we do have big mouths, but that is just
We
us.
literally said that, saying it.
We just have big mouths.
Joe sat there to me today, right?
I was on the stairs. He's in the.
He's sitting on the stairs looking for
I'm
his phone.
scrolling through Twitter, right?
And he goes, imagine having a small mouth because you couldn't make it any bigger. I went, what?
My thing is, out of anything that I'd want to be small in my body, it would not be my mouth because realistically, you can't do much about that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I've
Like,
seen someone with a really tiny mouth and I just thought, weirdo.
it.
Yeah.
It
Look,
just like.
watch this, I can make my lips disappear.
That's so, that looks like your bumhole.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Couldn't
Oh,
even fit
get
my
it out,
cock in
love.
it.
Right, next one. Rare unseen photo of blank and blank. And I'm going to show you the picture.
Oh no.
Look at the top picture.
Is that me
Is
and
it you
Joe?
and Andrew?
I'm sorry. If I saw that, I'd probably give it a like. If I saw that tweet, I'd probably give it a
That
like.
is so
That
funny.
is one of them Ant or Deck?
No, it's people from Coronation Street.
It's the
Yeah.
gay couple, do you remember?
Yeah.
That is
Fucking
fucking
hell,
hilarious.
It's very Andrew coded. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Andrew.
it is, it is, it
Hilarious.
is.
I can't. That is so
Um,
funny.
Right, there was
What's his
one,
name?
There was one
Anthony
that's not
something.
hit. Yes, there was one. I'll get it up on my phone. I think I
That
must
is
have not sent
fucking
it to you.
hilarious.
Oh my.
There's one that absolutely right. Okay. All the blank do is unhinge their jaws and let Satan's fart sounds jump out their throats, and people find it funny? Question mark.
Is that about us?
We're getting paid, bitch.
Yeah, baby.
I can't.
See you in hell, bitch.
Satan's fart sound. Probably smells better than your mother's pussy hole.
That hoot just hit. That hoot just hit.
Oh, who was that from? Lizzo.
Send it for Lizzo again.
So good. Right, one last one.
That is so
Another day, another instance of blank being insufferable.
No, it could be either of us.
It could be either of us, but
All of
it's
us.
me.
Oh.
And I just want to say thank you all for being so kind. You're such lovely people. Imagine if I couldn't rip that then. That would have been so embarrassing. You can all get fucked.
Yeah, but not the picture still being there.
Not this.
Right.
So good.
Jesus Christ.
That's got
Is it ready? Okay, right.
Has it?
Right, guys.
Didn't do anything to me.
Can you hear the phone ringing?
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, do you want to answer it really
Yeah,
quickly?
quick.
Just pick it up. Put it on speaker. Put it on speaker. Put it on speaker. Right. You can put it. You can put it down. Put it down. Right. Listen.
Hi, Max and Greg. So, I just came back from my first year at uni, and I've been staying with my friend for a little bit. And the other night, we decided to go out clubbing because it was Friday, and we were kind of bored. And so, we were getting kind of tipsy, wanted to go on the dance floor. We came back to get another round of drinks, and we sort of looked down at the end of the bar, and it appeared to be my dad with a younger man, and he had his hand on his thigh, without his wedding ring on. Now, obviously, there's a lot of issues with this, but I don't want to tell my mum, because she said she's not had a great year, and I don't want to confront my dad about it, because that's just fucking awkward. So, I honestly have no idea how to approach this.
what? the
Baby,
fuck?
your dad's a.
Max! That is
Mate,
Thank you so much for listening.
that is fucking wild.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you do?
I don't know. I mean, I
Happy
can't-
Pride.
Happy Pride!
It's Pride Month, baby.
Oh my god.
I don't know what I would do.
I feel like it would be the last straw for the mum.
Yeah.
I feel like it would ruin your relationship with your dad.
yeah.
I feel like maybe just act like it was all a dream and
Yeah.
get another tequila shot.
Yeah. Tequila rolls. if you
Like,
like
what
that.
do you even do in that situation?
LGBTQ, baby!
Imagine the stocking filler. Papas.
God, that's so bad.
That is
Why
bad.
would the dad, though, go to a club that he knows his daughter might be
I
in?
mean, I think he's being a bit risky behaviour.
Do you not think he might? It's all his part of his plan, and he wants her to see.
Maybe
Dun,
that's
dun,
a
dun.
bit interesting, isn't it?
See him on the Jezza Carl show next week.
Yeah, it'll work. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
well,
not keen on
What
that.
would you say?
I would say, hey, baby. I'd go, excuse me, daddy. Knock, knock, knock. Are you?
I would say I'd go up to him at the bar and I'll be like, I hope you keep on serving cunt. And
I'd say, have you been sucking dick and cock?
No, it's not. It's not. I hope you keep on serving cunt. It's I hope you
Keep on serving bus.
Yeah, bus or
Right,
cock,
I feel like this is the perfect place to end the
this
episode.
is a perfect place.
Typically, we do multiple dilemmas, but we don't have time, and
Oh,
quite
that was enough.
frankly,
That was enough.
that was enough.
That was
to do us.
enough.
Yeah.
So I just spat everywhere. So did your dad. No, I've already swallowed. So quick.
That was so quick.
Oh my god, right. If you enjoyed listening or watching, then please give us a like or whatever the fuck
And
you
if
do.
you are the
I
girl
don't
that
know.
sent in that voice note, we're going to put the Samaritan's number on screen.
Yes, please.
Listen on Spotify, rate 5 stars.
Drop us a comment. If you made it this far, then what can they comment? I think that just comment, Daddy's gay, honey. Just comment that. Comment that, please. That's it. Thank you so much. If you would like to send in a dilemma, please do so to our Instagram if it's a voice note to the Useless Hotline Pod, or do a written one to the uselesshotlinepodcast@gmail.com. And until next time,
I hope you keep on
I
serving
hope you keep on serving cunt.